On Monday, we talked about the how aggressive ICE is now, immigration officials, and ripping families apart. Families of people who have been here for years. Well, Department of Homeland Security Secretary John Kelly, he was one of the he's one of the rational ones. You'll remember. It was on the Wolf Blitzer program, expressing why, after this was leaked, this memo was leaked, why it might be a good idea when mothers enter this country without documents, with small children, why it might be a good idea to separate them.
Considering a new initiative that would separate children from their parents if they try to enter the United States illegally.
Let me start by saying I would do almost anything to deter the people from Central America to getting on this very, very dangerous network that brings them up through Mexico into the United States. And I would underline that the Mexicans are after this network in the same way we are. It's extremely dangerous. I wouldn't say 100%, but certainly in the high 90%, and this is by the social service organizations that inform me from Central America that the vast majority of the young women, all women, are sexually abused along this trip. But my point
let
is...
Let me just be precise.
Right.
If you get some young kids who are coming in, managed to sneak into the United States with their parents, our Department of Homeland Security personnel going to separate the children from their moms and dads.
We have tremendous experience in dealing with unaccompanied minors. We turn them over to HHS, and they do a very, very good job of either putting them in kind of foster care or linking them up with parents or family members in the United States. Yes, I am considering, in order to deter more movement along this terribly dangerous network, I am considering exactly that. They will be well cared for as we deal with their parents.
So, in other words, Wolf, there's nothing that is better for women of abused or sexually abused than to rip their children from them and take their children and put them into foster care or some type of other government facility. Maybe they'll speak the same language, maybe they won't. But that's, I'm doing this because I care. I care about them.
These are criminal gangs taking advantage of these poor, vulnerable women. And I will do anything to stop that, including further wrecking these entire families' lives. What part of this crisis don't you understand? Even the wetbacks across the border understand that it's bad.
My number one raison d'etre of this job, Wolf, is to stop the sexual abuse of those women from Central America. And if I have to basically make them widows and childless, I'll do it.
I'll do it. I'm so opposed to the rape culture.
You know, but I mean,
what a scum.
Wolf, one of the things we're thinking about is actually just lopping off a finger. So when they come in, they lose a finger or two.
What we're thinking about, Wolf, is
anything
a lot
that
of
can
times
prevent them from doing this walk.
they come over, in addition to being sexual assaulted, they're like dehydrated and whatnot because it's a very dangerous journey. So what you do is you give the mother a little bit of water, but you don't give a kid any, and she's going to watch the kid cry and weep for a drink before they're separated. And then when they're separated, she doesn't even know, is my kid going to be taken care of, or is he just going to die? They don't know, because I will do anything to stop sexual violence.
Wolf, have you seen the Game of Thrones? Do you remember the look on that little girl's face from the Northern family when her father had his head lopped off?
It's that face.
Do you think that she would come back down there again? No.
No, that's the face we want in order to stop sexual assault. So that we say, your father will be beheaded at the border.
We, as being in charge of our Homeland Security, I know that we can be safest if I can hear just one child scream, "Mommy, where are they taking me?" Of course, in Spanish.
Yeah. So kind of like El Diablo de Gringo or whatever or whatnot. But Wolf, a lot of things that happen is that a kid from Guatemala might flee, as an example, because their family has been murdered by drug gangs. And they tell the kid, even though they're only 7, if you stay in this neighborhood, we will rape and kill you. Well, what if they know that they come to the border? Maybe an ICE agent will kill them.
Yes.
Think about it. Then that way we avoid sexual assault in the journey.
Well, let me take a different tack, Wolf. You're looking at this as I'm separating children from their mothers. But we don't say that when, let's say, a teenager from France comes here and is an au pair for a while, right? It's some type of cultural exchange. That's sort of what I'm talking about.
It's cultural enrichment. These kids could be major disruptors in the home care
Teaching
market.
independence is really important. Hey, everybody, Sam Seder here.
Donald Trump is a bad guy. Believe me. It's true.
It is true, and you can subscribe to this channel by subscribing to this channel. It's true.